Kickstarter critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. Quick show notes. Two of them. First and foremost, debuting, I don't know how you say it, two new segments that are going to be in the 1:30 time slot over the next 2 weeks, trying it out, where I actually check out a pre-launch Kickstarter or GameFound and see how hyped I am about it, and say what I think could help build up the hype potentially. It's going to be an interesting segment. Essentially, you're going to get a deep dive into an upcoming game that I think looks really cool. I just want to talk about some of these really cool upcoming games. Secondly, no show tomorrow, as I'm going to be digging a big hole, a big hobbit hole. But today, I'm very excited to be checking out this game, which had 8.2 thousand people pre-launch, and that was even before, that was well before this. It's Onward, the MOBA board game. Now, there's quite a few MOBA board games, so I'm interested to see what this one does different, what sets it apart. Onward is a competitive board game for 2 to 4 players, distilling the strategy and thrill of MOBA video games like Dota and League of Legends into a streamlined 1-hour board game without the flames or toxic lobbies that come with MOBA. As a spiritual sequel to our hit 2020 release Skytear, the design of Onward is based on feedback from over 10,000 players. Wow, okay. So they took the original game and they just redid it instead of doing a 2.0 or a different version. That's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice. I think that makes me less excited as opposed to more excited. I don't know what you think about that. Let me know in the comments below. Are you more excited if they just do an entirely new spin-off game but with the system and improving it? Or are you more excited if they do a version 2.0? And yeah, it's interesting. As someone who hasn't played the original game, I'm more excited about that. Whereas if I had played the original game and I owned it, I think I'd be more excited about the redoing of it. Because it'd be like, don't replace my old game. I don't know. It's interesting. Anywho, 2 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, 60 minutes. Let's check this one out. Looking at the main image, it's GameFound. It's fine. There's a box and there's a mini. I mean, I'd love to know more. I'd love to know a lot more. But it's meh. I mean, that seems to be the thing. But at least this one, I guess that's an upcoming one. That one's just the box. Yeah, and I think it's really just because of the square. I mean, I've ragged on the square for 8.9K pre-launch. Wow. I've bragged about the square for a long time. I just think with the rectangle, you get so much space to put cool stuff. Like, look at that shot. Like that. Okay, I want to play this game. That looks cool. I don't give a crap about your box. Everybody's got a box. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Not cheap-ass games. They used to do them in bags. Look at that. Like that. Okay, that looks impressive. I know I'm paying 140, 150, 200, assuming with expansions now. Okay. Like, all these things. Wow, look at that shot. This is so much better once we finally get into some actual components instead of your box. And I know you showed one miniature, but who cares? Like, one mini. Whip-de-doo. Because I can't even see the size of this mini. It's just, I don't know. Main image is lacking. And for the second straight day on GameFound, there's no video. Stop it. What are you people doing? Why are you launching without videos? Hopefully, at least this one has a video right after it, because yesterday it didn't. Yesterday, this is 2 days in a row. Yikes. Hopefully, that's not a trend we are leaning towards. Like, people are like saying, "Oh yeah, we see that a smaller percentage, like not everybody watches the video." In fact, oh my gosh, I should put this microphone in front of my mouth. I do apologize. In fact, it's a large percentage of people who don't watch the video who visit a page. However, I would love to know more about those numbers. Like, because obviously if you're a repeat, so if you go back to that page, say 3 or 4 times over the course of the thing, you're not going to watch the video, probably more than once. So I want to know more information about that number. But if people are reading from that saying we shouldn't have a video at all, I'm saying don't be brain dead. You need a video. Like, we're not going back in time. So hopefully there's a video down here. If not, I'm just so perplexed as to why they do that. Skytear Horde campaign. So they have done some other stuff. That surprised. Okay, so this is the original game. Standalone expansion of the solo co-op card battle that gives you the feeling of competitive TCGs. Oh, this is the TCGs, not the MOBA. Let's make sure people got their stuff. Hi there. I did not manage to complete the pledge, manager. Understanding I can still buy from the website. Is there any way? Web prices are almost double the price of GameFound. No thanks. So they missed the pledge manager. That sucks. Any possibility to jump on this so late? English new version, only from our shop, so the prices are high. Got it. I've seen the model love box and want to see, hey, taking a chance. So this has come out. People have got their stuff, and people seem to like their stuff. It doesn't seem like a flaming dumpster fire, so cool. Can you do it? Yes. I'm not worried about it. You did a 400,000 project. Seems like you did it well. Let's go. Skytear Games presents a mobile board game, Onward, exclusive, no retail. Okay. A mobile board game. And Like, was anybody assuming this was getting one? I don't know. 2 to 4, 60 minutes, ages 14 plus, all in one box. All content with sleeve cards fit into one box. That's a great thing to lead with. 32 heroes, 192 abilities, 64 items, 7 monsters, 2 bats. That's how you lead off. This is a great start right here. I'd love it. It was about $40. Holy crap, I'm in. Done. Donezo. Why don't we have a video? Why do we have $40 on the marquee? Nobody thinks this is 40. This is 2 days in a row. I've had 2 projects with no videos with spectacular prices from Europe. What the heck? Europe, get off your ass, man. Make these videos. They're not hard. Give it a personal touch. Something. Either way, this is a great way to lead off. Standees and miniatures get in this December. Wow! All our games were delivered in 11 months or less, and our blast project is on schedule. But unlike our previous games, Onward is a 100% ready to print. This graphic right here is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic and gets a 2/3 of a point grade bump up, which negates the 1 point bump down of not having a video at all. But that's such a great, like, yeah, we can ship, because that's the thing. A lot of people worried. A lot of people are worried, and as they should be, with the tariffs and the uncertainty of everything. I get it. So they're leading with this. I love this. Fantastic. Pay in 6 installments as low as $9 per month. Slap me in the face with how cheap these could be. Yeah, it's a $40 freaking game. Obviously, there's going to be a much fancier version, but you've lured me in with the $40 version, and I think you could have lured me in even easier if you want to put that on the marquee. Right? I said the same thing yesterday about the 23 euros. Lead with your 40 euros. Put that out there. Whew. Section 1 gameplay. Cool. Gonna be great here too. A video. Like, these are nice. Fine. Good stuff. Detailed gameplay. The full game includes all expansions available for free on Tabletop Simulator. So, I love this and I hate this. I hate the fact that they don't have the big Tabletop Simulator logo. I hate the fact that we don't have a giant thing here. Try it on tabletop. Like, that just feels like a no-brainer. Instead, you just put it as bold text. Now, let's see the last time you did bold text. Not just another arena game. Bold text, if it's just fluff. 6 unique cards. That's kind of cool, bold text. Colors. Thank you. I'm glad the word colors was bold. What you well-rounded team is bold. So what I'm getting at is here was when you overuse bold, I'm less likely to give a crap about your bold, and you're actually telling me something super useful in this bold. So instead of using bold over and over and over again, why not use bold and some pictures? Like, boom, Tabletop Simulator right here would be spectacular. Clickable link would be amazing, but just anything here just feels like a no-brainer. Feels like a missed opportunity. It feels like something that you might just gloss over, which is unfortunate. 32 heroes. So what's in the box? So this is, I'm assuming this is for the deluxe version. Yeah, that's the deluxe version. That's the basic version. So now I kind of get the gist. This is the one I'm expected to pay for. And this is going to be a really great price too, I imagine. Whoo, 32 heroes, 32 hero standees plus the miniatures, includes 8 colored bases to distinguish teams at a glance. 1 double-sided board. You know what? Man. I feel like all this would just be a slam dunk if there was that video. Like a really, like, just a solid video. It doesn't have to be great, just solid. We've been working on this for like this many years. We've taken it to play tests and conventions and done this. We're super excited. We feel like it creates the MOBA feeling. It's got 32 unique characters that are all, you know, and maybe you could talk about some of your favorite characters, just like, oh, this one plays a little bit like Lucio, and this one plays like from this character. Yeah, it's just, instead we get nothing. We get nothing. And I don't get it. It just feels lazy. Like, just slap your iPhone in front of you. We wanted to put as much money as we could into the other parts of the campaign, which is why we're going to do a much more personal touch video. I'm here in front of this. We didn't want to mention, you know, we want you to have the best possible game. So we're, you know, you could spin this in any way. And I don't think anybody cares anyway. It's just so odd to not have any video at all. All in one box, everything 4 boxes above, plus 100 miniatures. I didn't even know there was 4 boxes. Oh, those are the 4 boxes. Pay in 6 installments, as low as $9 per month. Keep reminding me of that. Rip the Band-Aid off. How much is the fancy version? $90. That's great. Oh, and then I want the fancy box, so that's going to be the big one. So $16. Nobody wants it. This is a great price. I'm in on this price. Like, this is just a game is great. But 16 people took it, which means you have a very rock-solid price down here. Then we take the $50 price jump, which includes 3 expansions. Done. Done. Like, that's a solid price if I want to believe in your game. You've shown me your track record of shipping things. You haven't shown me your track record of people loving your games, but still, I get it. For Skytear players, all the gameplay plus miniatures for Skytear players. What is this? So this is a pledge. So this is a standalone. Wait, so this is a standalone game that also touches base, touches tips, whatever you want to say, with Skytears. Is that how it works? It's a competitive board game. Distilling the strategy, blah, blah, blah. So a spiritual sequel, I apologize for that loud sip. I will not do another one. As a spiritual sequel to our hit 2020 release Skytear. So is there a kit where Skytear could be mushed with this? Because that's it. That's really cool and spectacular and fantastic. And I want to be a part of this world that you've created. I just wish you had a video, some sort of way to convey to me without a boatload of reading. And it's just, come on. So let me read this. Special reward for Skytear players with all the Skytear miniatures. Get the all-in-one exclusive box with all the gameplay, but only the 3 new miniatures from Onward, the 2 nexuses, and the Big Outsider. So these could be played with the old game or something? What a piss-poor way to tell me this. Ugh. Just absolutely just, you got the boat ready and just no wind at all. No, that's not fair, because wind implies that, you know, there's some chance to it. Just, you don't have the boat ready. You're just like, it's a windy day. Let's go. Like, what do we need? The boat? No, the video is not the boat. But it's the steering wheel of the boat. It's the mast to the boat. It's an important boat-related accessory that you need. And they're like, I don't need that. All in for Skytear players. Just that video, golly. 5 boxes in 1. So this is the all-in for Skytear players, and this is the 5 boxes in 1 all-in for Skytear players. Oh, but this is the one with the miniatures, and this is the one without the miniatures. So do people want minis? 39 to 47, okay. All gameplay plus all miniatures. Okay, all in, 88. Man, look at these pledges. They are all over the board, which I guess is good. Like, I normally think that, like, but at the end of the day, I don't know which one I even want. Which means I think I go for this one, which isn't what you want me to buy. But then again, you put this as your featured pledge. And I get why. Because once I see that 40 euros, I'm like, oh, shoot, that's a great price, right? But you could just tell me on the marquee. You can tell me before you get in here, and then you can be like, oh, I see, $40 for that cool standard version, which still has 32 characters, is totally fine. $90 for that, but I want the minis. I want the minis with the box. So why isn't this the featured one? Or this it's so inexplicable to me. And then the all-in with this stuff that whatever, deluxe chips, like you sold those well to me. Yeah, there's a lot of games that have chips that are really popular right now. So maybe you show me that, like, this feels like they pushed this out the door. Like they were up against some sort of date. What's this stuff? What the hell is all this? Is this just if I want to buy Skytear stuff? So they're pretty much just banking on the Skytear crowd, which I imagine was that 8.9 thousand people coming in here, just banging the drum and getting new. Oh, hey, here it is. This game that's probably going to be highly rated. Like this, like what is Skytear? Let's see what this BGG rating is. I bet it's going to be pretty high with all this excitement and expansions. 2803. That's dang good. Wow, that's really good. Way to not tell me that very well. You know, the 13. So we created. So once again, go back to this personal touch, which you could have done. Jesus, people don't want to spend anything. It blows my mind. We created the 1300th best strategy game of all time. And a lot of people would have been content with that, hanging out with. Let's go see, because it's going to be impressive names that you could name. Let's go. I'm just so annoyed at how they run this project. Let's do it for them. Let's just, like, I'm sure you could find some really quality games in here that would people like Cosmic Encounter. Boom. Up there with Power Grid, the card game. I don't know if you want to go that one, but I'm saying you could get a couple that are up here. Up here with Marvel Villainous. Like, you could name some Puzzle Strike, some really great games. But we weren't happy with that game. We wanted to go back to the lab, and we wanted to absolutely tinker, fine-tune, and perfect, and come up with the greatest MOBA card game in the history, and I believe we've done that with Onward. But we're not leaving behind our original Skytear Horde fans. We have pledges in here that are going to bring you along for the ride, or if you want to see what the original version was like, but also dabble with the new stuff as well, check out some of those pledges. We got a little bit of everything for everybody. Like, you could, like, this is so easy. All you have to do is tell me all the good stuff instead of making me, like, it's so odd. The choices people make. Play on Tabletop Simulator. Hey, there's that big graphic that would be way better up where it was like up here. Like, why wouldn't you tell me that earlier? Download the rule booklet. Awesome. Playthrough and tutorial. Wow, let's bury this. Like, this is all great stuff. Where were the quotes? Where's my Alex quote, you know? All right, let me see the back of this rule booklet. Hopefully you oh, beautiful. Oh, that's how you do it right there. Third of a point grade bump up for that back of the rule booklet. Don't step to me. You can see a lot of how good a game is with how they utilize their space and rule booklets, in my personal opinion. All right, so $15 EU, UK, 25. Convert the currencies for me. That'd be nice. The United States of America, because imagine the majority of the people here are probably going to be from there. But let's check it out. Did they do Skytear on Kickstarter, or did they do it on GameFound? If they did it on Kickstarter, then we could go back and we could see how many people from the United States of America. And if they're just being lazy and not helping out the majority of their market, which I know is probably going to be the case. Yep, 321. Now, it's not a huge number, but yeah, there you go, 321. And I bet it's not going to change when they go into the other projects. Because that was the first one. And it's always fun to see. Oh, okay. So Skytear was canceled. Oh, interesting. The plot thickens. So let's go back. So they canceled after hitting their funding goal. Oh, never good. So I imagine they actually had a reasonably... Oh, interesting. But what do I want to check out? Yeah, this is what I would check out. The majority of the people from the United States of America, and you're just not converting the currencies because, you know, I don't want to. Yep, there it is. 1,600 to 408 for Germany. Come on. Convert the currencies. Do it. Like, just do it. Why wouldn't you? It's so lazy to me. Credits, cool stuff, things. Yeah, I don't feel like they spotlighted their original game very well. You said it was to our hit 2020 release, and that's fine that you mentioned that. That was good for the can you do it aspect of it. But when I'm really trying to decide if I want to buy this or not, I think you should have rubbed it in my face how the original game was great. Great with a capital G. You're ranked that highly, you are way more hits than misses. And I don't know, like you showed me it, but tell me it. Did it win awards? Probably got nominated for some of it. It's that highly rated. I would highly imagine that. Okay, let's check out the comments, updates. Give this one a grade. Let's go to the updates first, see what they got going on here. Because it just launched today, I do believe. The Onward crowdfunding page is online. Launched, let's see what did anybody said anything? We got 41 thumbs. We just uploaded the revised, okay. Oh, okay. This is a meaty one. This actually looks like a real update I want to read. It's an official Onward's launching on crowdfunding on March 18th. And even better news, if it all goes well, you'll have it in your hands this December. No waiting 1 year or more for delivery. They really should have leaned, I think, in that in the main image. Potentially even. Have it by the end of the year. Have it for Christmas. Have it for the holidays. What's clear? What's confusing? What much you think? Yeah, I love this. We need some positive feedback too. We're humans. Okay? Are they expecting negative? We made it clear. Man, I really don't like that line. Like, it's just like, no, because here's the thing. Yeah, like, just leave it there. We need some positive feedback. Like, just say what you love. Like, the odds, like, I guess they're trying to remember, hey, don't be mean to us or something. I don't know. It's weird. We fixed it. So you're telling me what's different? Oh, wow, that'd be great. So why this feels like what exactly that should have been in the rough draft of the video. Could you do a what's in the box section for the expansions as well? Yeah, I did just 3 boxes. We added it just above the reward section. It's very compact form, but exhaustive. For stuff like this, I'm thinking of simply making campaign updates where you can go into more detail. Why? Why would you know? No, nobody wants to read through your damn updates to find out useful information about what they're going to buy. Add it to the story. Ugh. Campaign update will work too. Thanks. I just want more details in the compact form you mentioned. Yeah. You're launching with 3 expansions. I'd like a little bit more information. I know you're highly rated. Can you please let me know how much the expected shipping price to Bahrain is? I'd like to know too. Okay, Bahrain coming in big. This will be my first gameplay all in. For the years I've been looking for the best MOBA game, and I think this is it. I tried Run Bones, cool stuff things. Why is shipping the same price for standees and miniatures despite differences in box weight and size? Ah, I didn't notice that. Good on ya, Oldman. The shipping fees of the pledges is quite similar. We want to incentivize the higher rewards too. Then maybe you should have spotlighted them instead of the $40 one as the featured pledge. Let me know which one to buy. Because you don't want me to buy the $40 one. We want to simplify crowdfunding. I believe it's way too complicated. Too complicated. All those videos telling me useful information. Get rid of them. Quotes talking about, why the game's great. Get rid of them. Spotlighting our awesome game, our awesome previous game, aside from one little blurb. Unless it was buried somewhere. And the use of bold. Yes, we want to spotlight everything. Having the base Skyward is going to just get the basic game, but not wanting to spend a ton of extra for miniatures. But now you might have me with a price cut, depending on what shipping will realistically be. I was nearly certain I couldn't be going all in. Okay. To not call them. Okay. Let's check out the comments. People have a looser tongue in the comments than the updates, I've noticed. So let's see. Most recent. Pinned. Don't care. Different languages. They're shipping. Open to Brazil. I'm assuming based on the description that all in includes everything, including expansions, etc. Normally, all in is everything for the campaign. However, there's a breakdown of all expansions, etc. when you click the drop down, but it does not show when I select the only thing I see that leads me to think is everyone says in 5 boxes. Yeah, that's a pretty... that just needs to be a clearer pledge area, because it's a lot of pledges, and it was kind of confusing, and kind of is nice. Looking through the rulebook now, personal preference probably here, but key concepts should be early in the book rather than later in the book. There are a lot of references to check page 13 of the book rather than having these concepts earlier in the book. Yeah, since I'm following along the phrases and actions, it might come to make sense to go ahead and have these concepts. This is why, but you know what? This is exactly why I will always pound my chest that you need to have your rule booklet, no matter how rough it is up. Be brave. Put it up, because people will read it. This is day one, and they're getting valuable feedback to the rule booklet. And if people chime it, sure, I'll chime it. I just like I didn't actually read that in my brain. I just like the fact that they're getting free feedback. That's fantastic. Might be a silly question, but where there'd be an option to get my Skytear Horde campaigns pledged together with the game in the end of the year. Yay, it's live. I'm so excited. If you'll go and go for the Onward. Okay. I'm done. They're in here. They're doing customer service. Final grade's a weird one on this one. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I honestly, I kind of fine with the $90 one. You sold me on it. Ends up being 115, but what did I say? I was saying like 160, 180. But then when you do get to the miniatures one, instead of it being like super clean and clear, it just feels kind of confusing. Like, all in for Skytear players. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me being dumb. For Skytear players, all in one box. So I think I want this one. No, I'm not a Skytear player. So is this, no, that's the standee one. Okay. It's this the standees plus the miniatures, but this one's only for the Sky. So it's this one. So it's 48 new people, 92 older people. Okay. It's not as confusing as I thought it was, but it definitely could have been way more not, you know what I'm saying here. Do I want it? Yes, though. Can you do it? Yes. You have a very nice track record of shipping things on time, and you got a spectacular, like, 2/3 of a point grade bump up for how well you did this right here. I think this graphic is fantastic. I think bigger companies should copy this. I think smaller companies, if they've released games, or they should do this and put this right up and early, because a lot of people are scared of shipping right now. So I love the fact they addressed this super early. Awesome. You know what else they should have done here? Mentioned how highly rated these games are. Like I know there's only one game here technically, or like two, because this is all just content onto it, but just a blurb here about Skytear Hordes, and maybe mentioning to me that, oh, it's also available down here as like an add-on or something like that. Just anything more than what you did, which felt like next to nothing. And that's, oh, it didn't get nominated for any awards. That's surprising with how highly rated it is. But yeah, I'm sure there's tons of quotes in here they could probably pull from. 1.5 rule booklet. I wonder if that's what did it as well. All right, so final grade. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Yes, but confusing. But that's because I really took the time to go through this and spent 24 minutes to make sure I understood everything that was going on, right? I did that because this is my job. I do the Kickstarter critique. You know, I run my little honky donk channel and I do this. But the fact that I felt like you really had to invest at least half that amount of time to know what the hell was going on is a really poor choice by them. I think 10 minutes you're going to have to invest in this project to really, I feel, sink your teeth and know what the heck you want. And I know some people are going to say, yeah, but you should. That's what it should be the way it is. Yeah, I agree. But there also should be a video for the people who don't want to do that, who want to browse and shop around, because there's 4 or 5 cool looking games out right now, and that's spending 50 minutes of your time. Like, whereas maybe there's a 2.5 minute bite-sized chunk on 9 of those other 10 cool games, or 8 of them. I just feel like the not having a video just feels lazy and inexcusable, counterproductive, and a terrible, terrible choice that someone should have said, no, absolutely not. We're not going to have no video at all. Like, at a bare minimum, we're just going to show you the old game to show that we could do awesome miniatures, talk about the rating, talk about how we're perfecting it. We're huge fans of MOBA games. Like, I'm sure, like, I could craft a personal touch by talking to the creator of this game in 3 minutes, and it wouldn't be hard. Like, the fact that nobody on this team just, it's just, and then, it just looks like another MOBA board game. And that's honestly what I think I titled this, another MOBA game, because being a MOBA game is not special. There's quite a lot of them out there. And being a MOBA game with miniatures is also not special. I feel like you're more special because you have standees, honestly. It's just, and this looks great. I'm sure this is going to be spectacular. I wouldn't be shocked if this broke the top 1,000, because here's the bottom line. The people who are buying this are probably excited to buy this, and chances are they're going to get tons of feedback because they already had rule booklet version 1.5, and this is essentially just version 1.5 of the original game, which means if you do the math, 1.5 times 1.5, they should have, like 2.25% of the rule booklet just slam dunk, which only leaves 97.75% left to go. I think I fudged my math there, but you get what I'm saying. The rule booklet shouldn't be too hard, especially since they have it already out. Final grade is mixed emotions. I felt like they didn't run this very well, but I feel like there's a lot of really awesome things, and it all just spoils down to they didn't. Yeah, like, who cares? Exclusive no, like, that's not what I'm here for. Exclusive no retail, don't care. You keep mentioning it, different versions. That's nice. That's great. And then it's just a game, like, yeah, it's just. And then the cool stuff, the good stuff that could have been the way higher, like, oh, gameplay. You know what you put with all that gameplay information? How about Paul? Put fucking Grogan up there. Freaking Grogan up there. Grogan's great. I love Grogan. He's fantastic. It's not my personal cup of tea how he teaches games, but I think he does fantastic. And it's like, put that up there, because a lot of people are like, oh, I could watch that if I want to. I probably won't, but I'll give you your $90 to get the standee version, and maybe at the end of the day, I'll come in with the extra 50 or 60 bucks. Like, it's just, it just feels like poor choices just abound. Like, final grade is a C+. C+. Think that's fair? Think this would be a B+ with a competent video, not even a great video. I do love how they did their shipping section, and I would recommend a lot of people take a look at that and consider if that's something maybe you want to do for your company, because I think it's a great thing to lead off with in these uncertain times. Onward, the MOBA board game, still looks like a great game. I'd love to try this game out sometime, so if you get that standee version, bring it by. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button. And as I mentioned at the beginning, in case you didn't hear it, there won't be a show tomorrow, most likely, unless it rains, because I'm going to go dig a huge hobbit hole out in the woods with my dog. And 2 new shows debuting over the next 2 weeks where I take a look at a future upcoming project. That's not a paid segment. Those are just projects I'm really excited about for one reason or the other. So have a good one. Bye-bye.